The Capital Region Transportation Council has developed a series of resources to highlight complete streets success stories in the region and other complete streets best practices to inspire complete streets implementation. Bike lanes are one of the most common and well-known forms of bicycle infrastructure, adding dedicated space for bicyclists on the roadways. Different types of bike or bicycle lanes are more effective for certain types of roads. Understanding the roadway context and how the bike lanes fit into the surrounding network is key in choosing which type of bike lane is most appropriate for a given situation. This module will cover standard and separated bike lanes, as well as an overview of bike boxes and two-stage turn queue boxes. Standard bike lanes are essential bike infrastructure in many urban and suburban areas. They can also be used in rural areas for long distances where bicycle volumes and prevalence are high. Standard bicycle lanes are recommended on streets with traffic speeds of 30 miles per hour or less and ADT, which is annual daily traffic, under 7,000 vehicles per day. Where additional space is available, a buffered or protected bicycle lane should always be utilized. The minimum bicycle lane width adjacent to on-street parking or a curb is 5 feet. The minimum width where there is no curb present is 4 feet. However, the desirable width of any bike lane is 6 feet to allow for passing and to better accommodate wider bicycles. Wider bicycle lanes should be buffered to prevent driver confusion regarding motor vehicle travel lanes or parking lanes. Separated bike lanes, sometimes called protected bike lanes, are bikeways that use a variety of methods for physical separation to separate bikes from passing traffic. Lanes are physically separated from adjacent travel lanes with a vertical element such as a curb, flex post, or on-street parking. They are usually at the street level but can also be raised to sidewalk level or midway between the sidewalk and the street. Unlike a standard striped or buffered bicycle lane, a separated bike lane provides vertical separation to prevent vehicle encroachment, improve safety, and deter parking in the bike lane. The separation of the bicycle lane from motor vehicle traffic makes the facility more attractive for bicycles of all ages and abilities. Separated bike lane facilities can either be one-way or two-way. One-way involves one bike lane on each side of the road. Two-way involves both lanes on the same side of the road. The minimum width of a separated bike lane is 5 feet. The minimum width of the buffer area adjacent to parking is 3 feet. Without parking, the minimum width of the buffer area is 1.5 feet. The minimum width between any vertical separation and the curb is 5 feet. Vertical protection should be at least 1 foot away from the bike lane and parked cars. The minimum height of flexible delineators, planters, or other vertical protection is 2 feet, with a maximum height of 3 feet. A bike box provides a designated area for bicyclists at the front of a travel lane at signalized intersections. It allows bicyclists to move to the front of the queue during a red light, increasing their visibility to motorists. Bike boxes reduce signal delay for bicyclists, help prioritize bicycle movements, minimize the potential for right hook crashes at the start of the green signal, facilitate left turning positioning for bicyclists when the box extends across the entire intersection approach, and creates an additional buffer for motor vehicles for pedestrians crossing the street in crosswalks. Bike boxes should be 10 to 16 feet in length. The motor vehicle stop bar for the intersection is placed at the end of the bike box farthest from the intersection. It may be placed up to 7 feet in advance of the bike box to reduce motor vehicle encroachment. Optionally, a post-mounted "Stop Here on Red" sign, MUTCD R10-6A, and/or "Wait Here" pavement markings can be used to reinforce the stop bar and deter encroachment. No Turn on Red signage, MUTCD R10-11, should be installed to prevent conflicts in the bike box where separate right turn lanes are not provided. A bike symbol pavement marking should be centered in the bike box. Aligning it outside of the wheel path increases the longevity of the marking. Green-colored pavement may be used to increase the visibility of the facility and encourage compliance by motorists. If used, green-colored pavement shall be in the full limits of the bicycle box. A two-staged bicycle turn box offers a safer way for bicyclists to cross streets with high vehicle speeds or volumes. Similar to a crosswalk, it divides a left turn into two movements. First, bicyclists proceed with traffic to the turn box on the far side of the intersection. When the traffic signal turns green, they continue with the cross-street traffic to complete the left turn. Two-stage bicycle turn boxes can also be used with a left-side bicycle facility to facilitate bicyclists turning right. A two-stage bike turn box is typically used with conventional or separated bicycle lanes to facilitate left turns, especially on multi-lane streets. The Q-box should be placed in a protected area where vehicles crossing intersecting streets will not conflict with the turn box. Configurations vary based on intersection geometry, bicycle lane design, and on-street parking. You should install No Turn on Red signage MUTCD R10-11 to prevent vehicles from entering the turn box. The turn box should be marked with a bicycle symbol and a turn arrow. Green-colored pavement may be used to increase visibility and encourage motorist compliance. The box should be positioned laterally in the cross street to improve the visibility of bicyclists. Thank you for watching this video. For more information about the work done by the Capital Region Transportation Council or assistance with complete streets, please email info@capitalmpo.org.